Fine. In the last session, we discussed about Linux first set of commands, right? Basic commands, first set of commands. Let's get started. Just want to recap before going to execute all the commands. So these are the commands we discussed. So these are the very basic commands. After that, we discussed about first set of commands. Okay. Yeah. So when we log in Linux server, so this is the prompt which we use, right? So dollar prompt is normal user prompt, right? So dollar is normal user. Normal user will not have any permissions, right? So that is why we switch to root. What is root, anyone? Root is a admin, right? So admin is having full rights. Admin can perform any activities, right? We need to switch to admin, which is a root. So sudo space -i to switch root. So this prompt will be changed to ash prompt. Yeah. So after that, so we need to change the server name. So host name or server name both are same, right? So why we required the name should be changed here? Why we need to change? Anyone having idea? So normally in real-time projects, at a time, if you open 10 consoles, 10 servers, if you connect, so what will happen? Yeah, so without host name, if you connect 10 servers, we will be confused, right? Which service belongs to which project, which service belongs to which application, which service belongs to which, um, yeah, which tools are running. So we'll be confused. That is why we need to change the host name in place of IP address, right? So if you want to change the host name, command here is host name space server name. So execute bash to reflect the server name. So after that, if you want to check the date and time, just give date. So it will show you the date and time. So after that, if you want to check the calendar, current month calendar, so just give cal. So you can see the current month calendar, right? If you want to check previous year calendar or previous month calendar, so cal space month space year to check the old calendar. So PWD, present working directory. So on which working directory we are in, if you want to check, just type here PWD is the command. Next one, who, to check the login user. First time when we log in server, that user, if you want to check, you can give who. So who am I? There is a difference here. Who and who am I, right? So who am I? It will show you the current user. So I logged in as a EC2-user. After that, I switch to root. I want to check the both users, right? Yeah. So who am I? Next one, if you want to check all the list of users which are available in the server, give the users, right? So these are all very basic commands before going to work on first set of commands. So after that, creating, copying, moving, removing files and directories. So if you want to create any file, how can we create the file? Cat is the first command, which is very basic command. Cat space greater than space file name to create a file, right? Yeah. So in place of cat, we can use touch, vi, nano. Different commands are there, but cat is the first command, which is very basic command. Yeah. Cat space greater than space file name. So once you give this command, it will ask you to provide the, it will ask you to add the content in the file, right? So you need to add the content like this. So whatever content you want to add, you can add. So after that, if you want to save the file, Control plus D to save the file. So once you save the file, if you want to check list of files and directories, ls is the command. Ls, list files and directories. So after that, if you want to check list of files with long listing, means the timestamp when we created the file, and also permissions, what are the permissions available in the file. If you want to check, you can give the ls space -l. So after that, if you want to append, so existing file, if you want to add a few more lines, so in the existing file, if you want to add few more lines, cat space double greater than space file name to append the lines in the file. So you can append the lines here. Welcome to Naresh IT. So Linux session, something, whatever you want to add, you can add. So after that, you can save the file, Control plus D, right? So after that, if you want to create multiple files, touch is the command, touch is the command to create multiple files, file 2, file 3, file 4, file 5, right? If you want to create more than 100 files or 1000 files, so if you use the touch command like this, Yeah, so it will be lengthy, right? That is why we use the shortcut. Touch file name, so curly open, one dot dot two. How many files you want? You can give 100 or 200 or 1000. So you can execute this. Once you execute this, 1000 files will be created, right? So after that, if you want to create a directory, so make directory is the command. Make directory, directory name. So mkdir, directory name, you can give. So if you want to create multiple directories, mkdir, directory name, curly open, one dot dot 100. Next one. So if you want to copy file into directory, if you want to copy file into directory, so cp, source file name, destination directory. So cd, what is cd anymore? Change directory. You want to go inside of the directory, right? cd, source directory. Sorry. Yes, we gave wrong. To switch directory, cd. So to switch directory. Yeah. After that, MV source file name, destination directory. So copy and moving. What is the difference here? Copying and moving. So copy means the file will be available in source place as well as destination place. So moving means the file will be completely moved from source to destination. Yeah. So CD. What is CD? So switch directory. If you want to go inside of the directory, CD. CD space dot dot. You want to exit from the directory. So RM, remove file. If you want to remove the file, you can give RM file name. So, but if you give RM file name, it will ask you SR no every time. So without interaction, if you want to delete the file, RM space hyphen RF file name. Next one, RMDIR directory name. If you want to remove the directory, you can use this command. But so if you have any in the directory, existing directory, so any files are exist, files or folders are exist, that will not be deleted, right? So directory is not empty. It will show you the, it will give you the error. Directory is not empty. That is why we can use RM space hyphen RF directory name. So forcefully you can delete the directory. So if you want to rename the directory, so MV old directory name space new directory name. This is the way we can execute the first set of commands. Now let us go and work on this. So today we'll try to complete all the commands, all the basic and advanced commands. So if you have any deployment commands, so we'll try to cover today. So or else we'll work on Monday. So up to 9. So we can have a session today, 9, 10 something. So we can, right? Everyone is okay, right? For that? Yeah. Yeah. So any questions up here, anyone? Is it fine for you, everyone? Shall we start? Yeah. Now let us go back and take one server, create one server. aws.amazon.com. I want to create one server and I want to execute the commands in a server. So basic commands. Someone saying another class at 8:30. Linux server. So for today only, extra 15-20 minutes. Nothing to worry. Just go through the recording for today. Yeah, you can attend the live class till 8:30. So that 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, you can go through the recording for today only. I think someone saying something like he's having another class at 8:30. So for 1 day only, you can adjust. Because, yeah, so this Linux session should be, Linux concept should be completed. And today bit delayed, right? Session also, right? That is that. That is well. So for today only. Select existing security group, whatever group you want to select, you can select here. Questions. Accept. User manage. To micro, prepare, security group existing. Yes, launch instance. Now, let us go and connect the server. Expand SSH, expand application, click on credentials, browse. Now, desktop, then connect your server. EC2 -u. Right? Yeah. Once we connect the server, so if you want to change the settings, if you want to increase the font size, you can increase like this. Yeah. So when we log in Linux server, it is showing here dollar, right? Dollar is normal user, right? Yeah. Now I want to switch to root. How can we switch? What is the command? Sudo space -i to switch root. So why we need to switch root? What is the importance here? Because the normal user is having limited access, limited permissions, right? Yeah. Now it is showing ash. Ash is a root, right? Yeah. Now see here. This is the IP address, which is a private IP. We know, right? This is a private IP. So once we log in into the server, we get the private IP address for internal communication, right? So in place of IP, we need to change the server name, host name. So why we need to change the server name? Because when we open any multiple consoles, so you will be confused, right? Which service belongs to which project, which application will be confused. That is why we need to change host name here. Host name space server name. Linux server execute bash. See here. Now the name is updated here. Server name is updated. So once we update the server name, after that, if you want to check date, just give the date. See here, date and time. You can see the date and time. So this is not our time. This is the UTC time. Okay. Now, if you want to check the calendar, just give cal. See here, current month calendar. So now it is showing current month calendar. If you want to check previous year calendar, just give cal space month space year, whatever year you want to give. It's like this. Okay. After that, if you want to check present working directory, PWD, see here, I'm in root currently. So root directory. So because I switched to root, right? I'm in root directory. Now, if you want to check user, which use to log in, right? So my user, which I used for login, my console, who, see here, EC2-user. Now, who am I? Root. This is the current user. I logged in as a EC2-user. After that, I switched to root, right? Yeah. Next one. Users. See here, only one user is there. So if you have 1,000 users, you can check all the, it will show you all the users, right? Now, next one. First set of commands. So which are creating, copying, removing, moving files and directories. Okay. So if you want to create a file, what is the command we use? Cat. Cat is the very basic command. Just to give clear to clear the screen. Clear is the command to clear the screen, right? Now, cat space greater than space file name, file one. Enter. Once I execute this command, it is asking you to give the content inside of the file. It is waiting. It is waiting for the content, right? So I can give hello world. Now I want to save this file. To save this file, Control plus D to save the file, right? Now, once we save the file, if you want to list the files and directories, what are the command we use? ls, ls here. So currently we have only one file, which is a file one. Now, I want to add few more lines inside of the file. I want to append the lines. How can we append the lines? Cat space, double greater than space, file name. Now it is asking you to add the content in the file. Yeah, so welcome to Naresh IT. And also, whatever you want to give, you can give. Apply next session. Something you can add here. So Control plus D again. Now I am yeah. Now the file is saved. So here we need to one more simple command. So once we append the lines, so if you want to read the content inside of the file, you want to read the content inside of the file, how can we read? Cat file name. To read content in the file, right? So I already added here some content in the file. So ls is the command to list the files and directories. Now I want to check what the content is available inside of the file. I want to check the content, right? So to check the content, what the command we use? Cat, yeah. So cat file name. See here, this is the content. So inside of the file, we have content here. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Next one. If you want to create multiple files, what is the command we use? Multiple files. Touch, yes. Touch. File one already there. File two, file three, file four, file five, like this. Now, if you check ls, see here, these are the files available. If you want to create 100 files or 1000 files at a time, how can we create? Touch XYZ file name, at least open 1 dot dot 100 or 1000, whatever you want to give, you can give. Close the curlys. Now you can check ls. See here, 100 files created, right? Yeah. Next one. If you want to create a directory, what is the command we use? mkdir, make directory, make directory. So directory name, git. Now directory created here. ls, see here, git is created here. Now, if you want to create multiple directories, what is the command? mkdir, directory name, for example, Jenkins. Curlys open, 1 dot dot 100. Close this, enter. So now 100 directories created here. ls here, see here, 100 directories, right? Yeah. Next one, if you want to copy file into directory, how can we copy? cp is the command. cp space file one space directory name, git. So file one, I want to copy into git directory. Enter. So now if you check ls, file one is available here and also git directory. So file one is available here and also git directory. Now if you want to go inside of the directory, cd git. Now I'm in git directory. Now if you check ls, see here, file one is available, right? So file one is available here and also here instead of the git directory. You understanding, right, everyone? Yeah. Next one. if you want to move the file into directory, so copying, moving. So copy means file will be available in source place, destination place. Moving means the file will be completely moved to destination, right? Yeah. So now if you want to move the file, so command here is, so come out from here. First you can exit from here, cd space dot dot. After that, mv file2 to git directory. Now I want to move the file2 to git directory. Enter. So the file is moved completely. Now if you check ls, the file is not there here. You can see here. File is not there here, right? The file is moved to git directory. Now cd git ls here. See here, file2 is available, right? Yeah. Now, next command. If you want to remove the file, if you want to remove the file, so what is the command we use? Rm space file name, right? So currently I'm in git directory. Currently I'm in git directory. So now if you want to exit from the directory, cd space dot dot. Now ls here. Now I want to delete the file. So this file 5 or 4, I want to delete. So for which command here is rm space file name, file 5. I want to delete. Enter. Now it is asking yes or no. Give yes. Now the file has been deleted. Now if you check ls, file 5 is not there here. See here. File 5 is not there. Deleted. Now I want to delete the file 1. File 1 or file 5, whatever. But without interaction, I want to delete. How can you delete? Rm space hyphen rf. Rf is recursively, forcefully. File will be recursively, forcefully removed, right? Yeah, space file 1. Without asking anything, it is removed. File is removed, right? Now, if you check ls, file 1 is not there. Now, if you want to delete the directory, rm directory name, Jenkins 1. Sorry, RMDIR, RMDIR Jenkins 1. RMDIR, RMDIR Jenkins 1. No such. Is there, right? Okay, small letter I give. Small letters I give. So this is case sensitive. We need to give properly. Yeah. Now it is removed, right? ls here, Jenkins 1 is not there here. Now, if you try to delete the git directory, it will not be deleted. I'll show you now. RMDIR git. What it is saying here? Directory is not empty. So inside of the directory, already we are having files, right? Empty directory only. Yeah. So when we use RMDIR directory name, only empty directories can be deleted. But here, so git is not empty directory. That is why we need to use rm space hyphen rf space git. And now the directory is removed. It is removed. Right? Clear, right, everyone? Now, if you want to rename the directory, if you want to rename the directory, so what is the command we use here? Renaming. mv space old directory name Jenkins 100 to Jenkins 1000. I want to rename this directory. I want to rename to 1000. Now it is renamed. Check ls. See, it's changed, right? Currently, no Jenkins 100 directory is not there. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. These are the first set of commands. Now let us go with the bit advanced commands. Okay. Yeah. Just ping a google.com here. Why we require ping google.com? Anyone? So why we need to ping google.com here? To avoid session timeout, right? If you leave the session for a few minutes, session will be hang up. will be stuck, it will not work, will not move. So if you ping google.com or yahoo.com or any other .com, what will happen? Server will be busy. Server will session timeout will not be happen, right? So if you want to come back, if you want to exit from here, Control Z or Control C. Yeah, someone asking some question here. So, what is the difference between file and directory? Anyone, what is the difference here? File and directory difference. What is the difference here? File. File is just normal exe file, something, right? Folder is, it is a directory. So inside of the folder, we can store the files. Files, folders. So in Windows, for example, in Windows, see here, this is the file, right? These are the files. So this is the folder. ELB is the folder. 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 So folder means it's a resource group. We can say resource group. We can hold a number of files inside of the folder, right? Yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Other one? Others? Any clash with another? Okay. Yeah, Abdul, for one day only 15 minutes extra today, 15, 20 minutes, right? So you can attend till 8:30. So next you can just go through the recording for 15 minutes because so class started a bit late, right, today. So this will not be happened every day. So today due to some issues, so it will be delayed. Okay. Yeah. Now next command, next set of commands which are a bit advanced commands. VI editor, file editors, file editors, file editors. So if you want to edit any file, if you want to edit any file, so what is the command we use, right? Yeah. So here we have two types of editors are available, VI and also VIM. VI, what is VI? Anyone? So which is the visual display editor? Visual display editor. So VIM is visual display editor improved. So two types of commands, VI, VIM, right? Yeah. So currently, most of the project teams are using VI only to edit any file. Okay. Yeah. So for example, I have a file. That file I want to edit. I want to modify something. So better you can, yeah, always use the VI only. We have other editors also available, but VI is very popular now. Okay. Yeah. So here VI is having VI is having three modes. Three modes. What are those? First one is command mode. Command mode. Second one is edit mode. Third one is extended command mode. So three modes are available here. Command mode, edit mode, extended command. So in command mode, what we will do? In command mode, what we will do? We can move the cursor left to right, top to bottom. So in command mode, what we can do here? In command mode, so we can move the cursor. So in command mode, move cursor left to right and the top to bottom. Top to bottom. So cursor, what is cursor? So this is a cursor. This is a cursor, right? So cursor can be moved left to right, top to bottom in command mode. So when we open any file, the file will be open in the command mode. That is the first mode, right? And also in command mode, what we can do? Yeah. So entire line, copy entire line, So here shortcut is YY. To copy entire line, to copy entire line, shortcut is YY, right? So if you want to copy entire line, just give YY shortcut. Next, if you want to paste entire line, small p, to paste entire line. Next one, if you want to delete entire line, TD, to delete the, to delete entire line. So if you want to undo the line, undo, what is undo, anyone? What is undo? Revert back to previous state. You want to bring back to normal state, right? Yeah, undo is the command. So next one is undo. So here we can give small u is a command to undo X, to undo the lines. Next one is yeah, if you want to move the cursor word by word, normally if you want to move the cursor, use the left arrow, right arrow, right? If you want to move the cursor word by word, small w, to move cursor word by word. To move cursor back word by word, small b. To move right. So these are the shortcuts which are available in the command. So now command mode, if you want to switch from command mode to edit mode, just give I to switch edit mode. You can give I, right? Yeah, once you give I, we'll move to edit mode. In edit mode, what we can do here, in edit mode, what we can do? Yeah, so here we can edit the content. We can edit the content. So after that, once you edit the content, just give escape to switch extended command, right? Yeah. So after that, so next mode is extended command mode, right? In extended command mode, what we can do? So if you want to save the file, if you want to save the file, shift colon W to save the file. Save the file. Shift colon Q to quit the file without save. Yeah. If you want to save and quit, shift colon WQ to save and quit the file and quit the file. Q, shift colon W. So if you want to save and quit forcefully, shift colon WQ escalator bar. Save and quit the file forcefully. We use this command. Shift colon WQ escalator mark. Right? Yeah. Next one. If you want to save the file forcefully, shift colon W escalator mark. To save the file forcefully, we can give shift colon, yeah, W escalator mark. To quit the file forcefully, shift, yeah, shift colon Q escalator mark. So these are the shortcuts we have to use, right? Clear, right? Shall we go and execute these commands? Yeah. If you want to stop the ping, what is the shortcut here? Control C or Control Z. Now it is stopped, right? Yeah. So clear the screen. Clear the screen. Now I want to edit a file. I want to edit a file. VI, VI. We need to give the file name slash etc slash password. Is the system password file, that Windows Linux password file. So when you want to edit any file, you need to give the full path. This file is available in slash etc folder. You need to give the entire path to edit the file. If you give only password, it will not show you the file. Okay, enter. Now the file is open. So once we open the file, once we give the VI command to open the file, so the file will be opened in the first prompt, first mode. What is the first mode? Three modes are there, right? Command. In command mode, what we can do? We can move the cursor left to right, top to bottom, like this, right? And also we can copy entire line. You want to copy entire line, YY. Paste entire line, P. See here, P. I'm pasting the line. If you want to delete entire line, what are the command we use? AD, AD, AD. Like this. If you want to undo the lines, give U. See here, U. Right? Yeah. Next one. If you want to move the cursor word by word, how can we move? W, small w. See here, word by word is moving. If you want to move the cursor backward by word, small b. Right? Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Now, if you want to move to next mode, edit mode, click on I. See here, now it is showing insert. Right? So in insert mode, what we can do? What we can do here? Will allow you to edit the content inside of the file. So once you click on I, it will allow you to edit the file, right? Yeah, once you edit the file, if you want to move to next mode, escape, escape. Once you give escape, here insert is gone. No insert here. Now I'm in extended command mode. So from extended command mode, if you want to save the file, shift colon W, enter to save the file, right? If you want to quit the file without save, shift colon Q. So normally, if you want to quit or if you want to save, when you execute, it will give you error because this is the password file, configuration file, right? So it is giving error. It is not, it will not be saved like this. It will not be quit like this. That is why what we have to do, we need to give escalatory mark. If you give escalatory mark, forcefully, we can quit the file. Enter. Now this is original file. Okay. So if you want to save the file, shift colon W, enter, shift colon Q to quit the file. If you want to save and quit, shift colon WQ, enter. If you want to save and quit forcefully, shift colon WQ, escalator mark. Like this we can use. Okay. So VI is very, very important while working on Jenkins, Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible. These commands are very important. VI command is very important, right? In DevOps, while working on DevOps tools. So VI, always we use the VI, right? So clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Next command. Next commands are filter commands. Ping google.com. So next set of commands are filter commands. Filter commands. What is filter command? Why we require filter command? Yeah, I provide you all the command sheet, so you can go through that and you can practice. So whatever the important comments are available, those are we are discussing now. Okay, I'm explaining now. So I have list of comments. You can just I provide you the document today. You can download the document. You can go through all the comments. Can execute. Okay. So whatever the important comments are there, those I'm explaining here. Okay. So if I explain all the commands, it takes more time. I give you all the commands. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Next commands are filter commands. So first command here is less. Second command here is more, head, tail. So these four filter commands are very, very important. Less, more, head, tail, right? So what is less? What is less? For example, in my, I have a file. In that file, 4 pages are available. 4 pages. So if you want to read the content inside of the file, what the command we use? I want to read the file. If you want to read the content inside of the file, what the command we use? File read చేయాలంటే ఎలా read చేస్తాం? How can we read the file? So cat space file name, that's it. If you want to read the content in the file, right? Yeah. So in the file, we have 4 pages are available. 4 pages. So when you execute cat space file name, what will happen? It will scroll up all the pages and it will show you the last page of the file. You understanding right away? So when you want to read any file, in the file, if you have 4 pages or 5 pages, you scroll up all the pages, it will show you the last page of the file. So my requirement here is I don't want to scroll up all the pages. I want to read the content page wise, for which we use the filter commands, which is less. To read the content, to read the content page wise, we use the less command. So even the more also same functionality, more also same functionality, right? Next one, head is important. Head is important. If you want to read the file, if you want to read the top 10 lines of the file, we use the head command. For example, I don't want to read all the lines. Top 10 lines only I want to read, for which we use the head command. To read top 10 lines of the file, we use the head command. So my requirement here is I don't want to read 10 lines. I want to read 5 lines only. Okay, I want to read 5 lines only. So for which what we will do? So example, for example, here, read, okay, head file name. To read top 10 lines of the file, right? So my requirement here is I don't want to read 10 lines. I want to read 5 lines. Command here is head space -5 space file name. To read top 5 lines only. Okay. Next one, tail. What is tail? To read last 10 lines of the file. Use the tail command. So my requirement here is I don't want to read last 10 lines. I want to read 5 lines. Can we read? So here example is tail file name. To read the last 10 lines. If you want to read the last 5 lines, tail -5 file. To read the last 5 lines of the file. 5 or 4 or 3, whatever. -5 or 4 or 3 can be. Okay. Now let us go back and we can execute this. Fine. Yeah. Now Control Z to stop this, clear the screen. Now, for example, I want to read a file, cat. So normally cat command is, we use cat command, but cat command will scroll up all the pages, right? Cat space slash etc slash pseudo words is the file. Pseudo words is the file. In this file, 4 pages are available. 4 or 3 pages available. Okay. Enter. What happened here? All the pages scroll up here. It is showing last page of the file. This is the last page. So when I execute sudo words file, when I give cat space slash etc slash sudo words, it scroll up all the lines, all the pages. It is showing last page of the file, right? So my requirement here is I don't want to scroll up all the pages. I want to read page wise, for which in place of cat, I use less. Okay. Yeah. So in place of cat, I use less. Enter. Now it is showing first page. It is waiting. See here. It is waiting. It is showing first page. It is waiting. Next one. Next page. Next page. Like this. End. This is the end. So page down. Just click on page down. Page wise, it will go. Clear, right? Everyone? So just filter command. So while working on any activity, so if you use cat, it will scroll up all the pages. So instead of using cat, we can use the less command, right? Yeah. Even though more also same. More also same. Next one is important. Head command. What is head? You want to read the top 10 lines of the file, right? We use the head command here. Yeah. So head slash etc slash password. It will show you the top 10 lines of the file. These are the top 10 lines. So in this password file, we have top 10 lines, right? So, but my requirement here is I don't want to read top 10 lines. I want to read 5 lines only, top 5 lines only. So for which what we will do? Head space hyphen 5 space 5 line, right? And now it is showing top 5 lines. Okay. So if you want to read last 10 lines of the file, last 10 lines of the file, what is the command we use? Tail space file name, right? Slash etc slash last 10 lines. Now I want to read last 4 lines only. I don't want to read 10 lines. I want to read last 4 lines. For which hyphen 4 we need to give and file. See, these are the last 4 lines. Clear, right, everyone? Is it clear to you, everyone? Yeah. Okay. Next one. Any questions, Andy? Anyone? Up to here, any questions? Online students? Next command here is just ping google.com here. Next command here is file permissions. File permissions. File permissions. If you want to apply permissions to the file, how can we apply the permissions, right? So for example, I want to apply the permissions to file. How can we apply the permissions to file? Okay. So this file permissions are very, very important. So in real time, this is advanced command, advanced concept. Okay. So make sure everyone need to understand this. Okay. So file permissions, how can we apply the file permissions? So when we use this file permissions, let's try to understand here. So the concepts files we need to go, right? That is why file permissions we can discuss. File permissions are applied on three levels. File permissions are applied on three levels. What are those? Let's try to understand here. Someone asking something here. Yeah, Nana is also text editor. So what is the difference between VI? No difference, nothing. But VI is advanced one. Currently, most of the positives, VI is very user friendly. VI. Most of the positives are using VI only. In place of VI, we can use Nano also, but Nano is bit older. Bit older. Okay. Better you can use VI. Most of the positives are using VI only. Yeah. Next one, file permissions. So file permissions are applied on three levels. File permissions applied on three levels. Three levels. What are those? First level here is owner or user level. Owner or user level. Second one is group level. And third one is others level. Owner or user level, group level, others level. So every file is having three octets. Every file is having three octets. So owner, you are group, and others, right? Yeah. For example, see here. Every file is having for example, if you want to check file permissions, every file is having three octets. So here, first octet is, yeah, I'll explain that. Practically, I'll show you so that you will understand. Next one, access modes are three types. Access modes are three types. Access modes are three types. What are those? First one is R, means read only. R means read only. Second one is W, write, edit, append, accept. Third one is X, which is execute, execute, right? Yeah. So these are the three important modes are available, right? Yeah. So here, every file is having three octets we discussed, right? So here, for example, first mode is first level is owner or user level, right? So here in this octet, first level is owner or user level. Second one is group level. Third one is others level. I explain that. Practically we'll see that so that you will understand. Okay. Yeah. Now, for example, if you want to apply any permissions to file, before applying the permissions, if you want to check the files, the permissions available with the file. So command here is ls space hyphen l is the command. What is ls? What is ls in list files and directories? Hyphen l means list files and directories with a long listing. Long listing means what is long listing? Anyone? Yeah, entire information. So you can check a timestamp when we create the file and also what are the permissions available. You can check all these things. Okay. Yeah. So once we check the permissions, if you want to edit the permissions, if you want to apply the permissions, command here is chmod, chmod, change mod. Chmod means change mod. U equal to, U means user, user or group, first mode here. U equal to, yeah, whatever permissions you want to apply. RW. R means read only, W means write, comma, G equal to, G equal to, I want to give read only permissions, comma, O equal to, O means others, right? Whatever permissions you want to give, read only or read write, whatever. Space, file name. To modify the permissions, we can apply like this. Apply the permissions to the, okay. Now let us go back. I told you to stop this. Clear the screen. Now, ls space, ls space hyphen L. Here. It is showing all the files with the long listing. So normally, if you give command ls, if you give ls, only the files will be, yeah, whatever the files are available, that we can see. But when we apply hyphen L, will show you the long listing, right? Long listings here. These files are having, uh, these are the permissions and timestamp when we created the file. We can check all these things. Okay. Now, clear the screen. ls space hyphen L file name, file 3 is available. See here, only one file if you want to check. See here, this file is having, this file is having user or owner level read write permissions, group level read only permissions, others level read only permissions. So 3 octets here, you can see 3 octets. First octet is user or owner level, group level, others level. User or owner level, we have read write, group level, read only, others level, read only. Now I want to customize this. I want to customize these permissions. How can we customize? How can we customize? So command here is chmod, change mod, chmod space u equal to. So currently we have read write permissions, right? Read write permissions. Now I want to modify these permissions. U equal to write w, only write access. G equal to write access I want to apply. O equal to write access I want to apply. Space file 3. Now what happened here? What I did here? Are you following everyone? Are you getting bored? No, right? Yeah. So these commands we need to understand before going to work on any projects or before going to work on any advanced concepts in AWS. First, you need to understand these concepts. Okay. Yeah. Chmod u equal to w means write permissions. G equal to w means write permissions. O equal to w means write permissions. All the levels I gave write permissions, right? Space file name. Now, if you check ls hyphen L file name, file 3, see here, these permissions are modified right here. These permissions are modified, right? So all the levels we modified the permissions like this. Clear, right, everyone? Now, so all the levels I want to apply read write permissions. All the levels I want to apply read write permissions. How can we apply? Chmod u equal to rw, g equal to rw, g equal to rw, o equal to rw. So all the levels I want to modify the permissions like this. Now if you check ls hyphen L, see here, sorry. If you give ls hyphen L, all the files will be available, right? So I don't want to check all the files at a time. I want to check only the respective file, file 3. Now the permissions are modified. All the levels we applied read write permissions. Clear, right, you know? Yeah. Now, if you want to give full permissions, how can we give? If you want to give full permissions, how can we? RWX, 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 RWX. All the levels you can apply like this. Okay. Yeah. So chmod RWX, RWX, RWX. Now you can check here all the levels, full permissions we applied, right? This is one method. We have second method also. We have second method also. So what is that second method? Which is absolute method. Second method is absolute method, which is very, very important method. Okay. Yeah. Second method is absolute, absolute method. So in the absolute method, what we will do in place of RWX, we use the numbers. Okay. We use the numbers. So in absolute method, so R equal to read equal to 4, write equal to 2, execute equal to X equal to 1. In place of numbers, we can apply the, in place of RWX, we can apply the numbers, right? Yeah, how can we apply the numbers? Let's try to understand. Now, for example, here, ls-l file 3. So currently file 3 is having full permissions, RWX, RWX, RWX. Now I want to apply read-only permissions for all the levels by using absolute method. How can we apply? So command here is chmod space space read-only means read-only permissions means 4. User or owner level I give 4. Group level I give 4. Others level I give 4. All the levels I want to apply read-only access. Space file 1. File 3, right? Now I modified the permissions. Now if you check ls-l file 3, what happened here? All the levels read-only access. Clear, right, everyone? Clear, right, everyone? So if you want to modify the permissions, for example, I want to give the read-write permissions for all the levels. I gave read-only permissions. That is why 444 I give. I want to give read-write permissions for all the levels. How can I give? 4, 4, 2. Yeah. We should not give 4, 2. 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2. How much? 6. 6, 6, 6. If you want to give full permissions, if you want to give full permissions, 7, 7, 7 exactly. Yes. Now I want to give read-write access for all the levels. 6, 6, 6. 4 plus 2 means 6, right? Enter. Now you can check the ls-l file names here. Read-write, read-write, read-write. If you want to give full permissions, if you want to give full permissions, 7, 7, 7. Now you can check here ls-l. See here. This is the way we can apply the permissions. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. Next one. Find command. We can discuss about find command, which is a very, very important command. Clear, right, everyone? So don't get the bored. Don't get bored. Okay. So because deployment commands you can work on Monday, nothing to worry. So you'll be confused. Okay. If I explain right away, you'll be confused. So Monday we'll work on deployment commands. Okay. So we have find command and also user management. that we can cover today. So another 10 to 15 minutes we can have. So because deployment commands also I wanted to explain, but you will be confused. I'm ready to explain. I can take till 9:30, but you'll be confused. Okay. Yeah. So better deployment commands we can discuss on Monday. So find command, user management, we can cover. Okay. That will take another 15, hardly 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So next command here is find command. Find. What is find anyone? What is find anyone? Search. Find is a search. Search. So in Windows, if you want to find any file, how can we find the file? If you want to search any file, how can you search the file in Windows? Yeah. For example, if you want to search any files, go to D drive or E drive or whatever drive you have. So here you can click on search here and you can search like this DevOps. Whatever the files folders are available, all the files folders you can see here. See here with the name DevOps, whatever files folders are available. You can see all the files and folders like this. But Linux side, if you want to search any files and folders, you need to execute the command, right? Now, if you want to find any file in Linux, find the space slash space hyphen name space file name. To find the file, we use the find space slash space find space slash space hyphen name space file, right? So if you want to find any folder, find space slash space hyphen name space folder name. To find a folder. If you want to find the user, how can you find the user? Find the space slash space hyphen name space username to find the user. If you want to find the group, find the space slash space hyphen name space group name to find the group. Right? So these are the commands we can execute. Okay. Yeah. If you want to find any files, if you want to find any folders, if you want to find any users, groups, we can execute like this. Right? Now let us go back here. Control Z to stop this. Clear the screen. Now I want to find one file. I want to find a file. How can I find the file? Find the space slash space hyphen name space file name. File name is password file. PASSWD. Right? Enter. Now these are the files available inside of this path. 4 files are available. So slash etc, one password file is there. Slash etc, slash pam.d, one more password file is there. Slash user bin, one more file is there. So in this path, one more file is there. 4 files. So now I want to access this file. I want to access this file. How can I go here? ఈ పాత్రలోకి వెళ్ళాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? If I want to go inside of this path, how can I go? Anyone? Discussed in the basic command. If I want to access that file, if I want to go inside of the path, yes, someone saying CD. Yeah. CD and give this path. You can go inside of the path, right? Yeah. Next one. I could find the file here, right? If you want to find the folder, same command, folder name, etc folder. These are the etc folders. If you want to find the username, same command, give the user ec2 hyphen user. Like this, you can find whatever files, folders, users, groups. Currently, no groups are available, right? So you can find like this. Okay. Yeah. Clear, right, everyone? So simple find, if you want to search any file, just give the command like this. Next one, user management, which is very important. User management. Yeah, if you want to create any user, if you want to create any user, how can we create the user? Anyone having it? For example, one DevOps engineer joined the project. One DevOps engineer joined the project. So the engineer required user. How can we create the user? Okay. Yeah. So command here is user add or add user is the command. To add a user, command here is user add or add user space username to create a user. Create a user, right? So if you want to add password to the user, if you want to add password to the user, password space username to add password to the user, right? Yeah. Once we add password to the user, if you want to give permissions to the user, right? Yeah. So vi slash etc slash sudo words. We need to go to sudo words file to give permissions to the user. You can go to the sudo words file, right? So after that, if you want to switch to user, if you want to switch to user, how can we switch? Su user name to switch user. If you want to exit from the user, just give exit or quit. To exit, these are the commands, right? Now let us go and execute. So these commands are very, very important commands. Okay. So if you get a chance to create user, these are the commands. So if you are a senior DevOps engineer, you have to create the user, you have to manage the permissions to the user. Okay. Yeah. Now go back here. Control Z to stop this. Yeah. Now I want to add one user. I want to add one user. What is the command we use? User add or add user, right? Yeah. User add space username. I can give Ram. Okay. Enter. User is created here. Now I want to add password to the user. What is the command we use? Password, PASSWD, space, username, enter. Now it is asking new password, retype password. Now updated successfully. 2 times we need to give the password. Once we update the password, I want to give full permissions to the user. How can we give full permissions to the user? So for which we need to go to the vi slash etc slash sudo words. Sudo words. Okay. Yeah. So scroll down here. In this file, root is having full permissions. Root is having full permissions. The same permissions I want to apply to the user also. So see here, root is having full permissions. Same permissions I want to apply to the user. So for which copy entire line, paste entire line, change the username. If you want to copy entire line, what the command we use? Shortcut. In VI editor we discussed. If you want to copy entire line, YY. YY is the shortcut. If you want to paste the entire line, P. P is the command. P is the shortcut. Now see here. Now paste it. Copy, paste it. If you want to modify this name or word, if you want to modify something, you to go to the insert mode, second mode. Click on I. Once you click on I, it will show you insert. So in place of root, I just want to remove this. I want to give username wrong. So what I'm doing here, so I want to apply permissions to the user. So whatever permissions are available with the root, those permissions I want to apply to the RAM user. Understanding right, everyone? Escape, shift colon, WQ, escalator mark to save the file. Once I save this file, so this RAM user is having RAM user, yeah, whatever permissions are having with the root user, same permissions will be reflected to the RAM user. Okay, enter. Now I want to switch to user. I want to switch to user. What is the command we use to switch user? Su username. Now I switch to RAM user. If you want to exit from the user, exit, exit. Now back to root. These comments are very, very important. Okay. So these 5 commands are very important commands. I provide you command sheet. You can execute one by all the commands. Okay. This running notes also I provide you. This running notes also I provide you. So far we executed so many commands, right? If you want to check all the list of commands, whatever commands we executed so far, if you want to check all the list of commands, just give history. These are the commands we execute. Okay. Clear it, everyone? So deployment commands, we have deployment commands. So those are very, very important. So tomorrow, but not tomorrow, Monday, first 30 minutes, we can work on deployment commands. After that, we'll jump into project, AWS project. That will take 1 hour. Deployment commands will take 30 minutes. Project will take 1 hour. And with that, we are going to complete easy on Monday. So after that, we'll jump into storage, AWS storage. Clear it, everyone? Yeah. So any questions up here, anyone? You can ask your questions. Have 2 questions. If you can, please. Yes, go ahead, please. Ravi Teja. You can go ahead. I give you unmute option here. So can you raise your hand, everyone? The questions. Anyone having any questions? You can raise your hand. Anyone having any questions? You can raise your hand.
Sir, uh, it's not a question actually. It's a request. Can you
Voice,
please?
yeah, can you speak a bit louder?
Yeah, am I audible now? Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
No, yeah, it's not a question actually. It's a request. So can you please show, no, connecting to Linux EC2 once again, launching instance once again.
Launching instance. Can you go through the recording session? I explained clearly.
Yeah,
Launching
you did that,
instance.
but I am not registered for recording actually. So that's why I wanted to see it again.
Yeah, it's already 8:49, right? So other batch people are waiting.
That's okay. If you have time, or maybe on Monday we can see it again. Anyway,
Definitely, definitely. So launching instance, right? You're asking. Monday I'll show
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Just connecting to the Linux box. Actually.
Monday
Yeah.
we are going to work on project, right? By the time I'll show you.
Sure,
So
sure. Not an
today
issue.
also
Yeah.
I launched one instance, right? Linux instance.
Correct. I saw that and just wanted to know, see
Yeah.
it again. That's all.
Nothing to worry. So Monday I repeat that. We
Right,
create
right. Yeah.
a few more servers on Monday.
Sure.
By the time I'll show
Sure.
you.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Next, Tarun, can you ask your question? Yeah. So where please, Tarun? Raise your hand, right? I give unmute. Ask your question. Yeah, Raviteja, go ahead, please. Raviteja can go ahead, please. Yeah, you can speak up. Raviteja. Yeah. Yeah, your voice is not audible. So you can you speak a bit louder? Can you speak a bit louder?
Do you hear me? Okay.
Can you speak a bit louder?
Hello, Mr. Ram. Do you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my first question is, you mentioned about providing permissions for any file, right? We have read, write, and execute. So does write permission also include read in it, or write will only allow writing?
Yeah. So read is different, write is different, execute is different.
Okay.
Read is different, write is different, execute is different. But if you allow write permissions, you can read also. You can read
Okay.
also.
Yeah.
That is highest permission.
Yeah. Okay. My second question is providing permissions to users. So you showed earlier about providing all the permissions that the root user has to new user, right? So other than all, what other like if we have to provide only lower level permissions to new users,
Mhm.
uh, what are the options?
Yeah. So normally in real-time projects, we manage the groups. We
Yeah.
manage the groups, right? Okay. So, yeah, for example, freshers joined the project. We add the users into one group. Experienced guys join the project. We add that users into one more group. And managers or leads or kids, we can add into one more group. Normally, in real-time projects, we should not give permissions to individuals. We apply the
Okay.
permissions to group level. Clear, right? Understand, right?
Yes.
We always apply the permissions to group, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, please. Any other questions? Any other questions?
Hi, Ram. One question from my side.
Yeah.
So for changing the permission, we have used VI, but instead of that, we can also use ch on, correct?
Yes, yes. Whatever you want to use, you can use. But VI is very stable one, very user friendly. Most of the projects they're using VI.
But here through VI, we are changing manually, correct? We are going inside the file and changing the permission.
Yes, yes, yes,
But through ch on, without going inside that file, also we can change the permission of file or
yes,
folder.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
as per the requirement, as per your content, you can work on it.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Fine. So we can wind up here. Yeah. So Monday, don't miss the session on Monday, which is very, very important session. So Monday, we are going to work on a project, which is a real-time project, real-time hands-on project. Okay. So don't miss the session on Monday. So Monday, it will not be delayed. Session will not be delayed. Okay. By 7 a.m. IST. So sharp, we can connect and we can work on deployment comments and also project. Fine. Yeah. Thank you all.